I am Grandma Gracie B, and I make plushie models. There's this one and another one. Insert footage of the other one. Yeah, I thought that because these are so easy to make that I would go ahead and put them up on my commission page. But if you want to make them yourself, here's a fun little tutorial on how to do that. First things you're going to want to have are an art program that has a fluffy watercolor brush or something with that kind of texturing. Then find a very simple fabric. I used a plush mink faux fur in like a creamy white, and then I can change the color in the art program, and I'll show you how to do that too. Then you're going to need Live2D. If you don't know where to buy that, figure it out. Then finally, you're going to want to be able to look at these people. All of these people are amazing and super talented at helping you figure out how best to use the Live2D program and how to be able to do different corners and different angles and all sorts of cool shortcuts. I mean, I just really like them too. So it would really help if you went ahead and even just check them out. Really like them, and they're really, really great. Well, without further ado, let's get started. As you can see in the footage above, what we're working on is making the base blocks for everything. For this model, we had ears, horns, a base head, a base muzzle, a left and right arm, a body with the legs attached, a tail, a left and right wing, and then some chest fuzz. Then we had the little moles that I put all on the same layer, the eyebrows, and the lips, which I kept them a little curved, but not a lot. That way you can do an easier, more exaggerated curve in the Live2D later. Then we have an mouth with the tongue separated for easy rigging later. Then for the eyes, we do left and right with a sclera, which is the dark part for me. Then the highlight, which is all on one layer. Then the green, and I have a little glow that comes in and out whenever I have my eyes opened really wide and scrunched up a little bit, just to give it that extra little oomph. Oh, I almost forgot, I also have blushies. And we went ahead and did a couple little toggles, just some little expressions, just to give me some extra pizzazz. Let's see. Next, once you have your base shapes done, you clip onto the fabric that you've chosen. For me, again, I chose a cream color. Then I do overlays layers for different colors until I pick one that I really like. For this one, I chose some nice warm neutrals, just because I think that that looks really cute. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about my paw pads. You don't have to have them separated off of your arm. You could have them combined, but I did it so that way I could do this. And so I could do this too. Ha. Ha. You have to save it as a PSD file. Live2D won't be able to recognize any other files. So if your art program doesn't have PSD, you can go to Google and change any layering file into a PSD file pretty quickly and pretty easily too. Is there anything else we need to do about art? Oh yeah! Make sure that if you're going to use a reference for any of your mascots, that you make sure that the mascot references are owned by you. Anything else? I don't think so. I think we're good to start. Now that the art is done, it's on to Live2D. First things first, you gotta buy the program or you have to start a free trial. Once you've done that, you'll be able to drag your art program file, the PSD one, into the Live2D, and it'll say, do you want to make a new model? You'll say, yeah, I do, and it'll make it for you. Then you'll have to do all of the meshing, which I'm not going to explain because again, there's lots of wonderful and amazing talented people that have done so many different tutorials out there, and I'll have them linked down below for you to see at your leisure. You'll do the meshing, You'll make the different warp deformers, or you'll use the different rotation deformers depending on what you're trying to do. For example, my tail has a warp deformer and a rotation deformer. One to move it side to side, and one to give it that little curve at the tip. And my ear has a little flick, which also uses rotation deformers. I'm not going to go into the details of the rigging process, mostly because there's 2 VODs up all about how I rigged this model, but also because, well, I have rigging as an add-on that you can do for my commissions. So if you don't want to do the art or the rigging, you can pick one or the other. You can come to me with your art ready for me to rig, or I can make the art and rig it for you. Now, something that you're going to want to do once you're done with your Live2D is you're going to want to change your parameters. When the auto setup is completed in the VTube Studio program, you're not going to want to keep it all on the original settings. You're going to want to change them a little bit this way and that way on the positive and negative parameter sections, depending on how you want to move and how expressive you want this to be. For example, as you can see, all of my numbers are different from the 30, -30, or 1, -1 settings that they came with. I changed them live on stream, so you can see exactly how I did that. The only one you'll want to leave alone is the auto breath, because it does all of the auto animations or idle animations that you have keyformed to the auto breath during your Live2D process. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that this little video gave you guys just that little bit more oomph in order to do this all on your own, or in order to at least begin the process. And remember, we're here for a short time, so let's make this a fun time and leave this world better than we found it. I'll see you guys every Thursday or Saturday on Twitch, or I'll see you guys in our shorts here on YouTube or the TikToks. Te quiero mucho, mi hermositos. Adios! Bye! Hello? Come on now. Off of the Google, but just the tip. First thing you're gonna do, I'm not your mom, I'm your grandma. Anyway, down below, bang, ba, bang, ba, bang, ba, bang. Ooh. Just kidding. Yeah. Are you recording? Again. Or is that better? What do I want to say? Is you're going to have how? Yeah. It's not my job. I mentioned earlier that you need to figure out how to do that yourself, and that's true. If you don't know how to do it yourself, well then you're shit out of luck, because I'm not helping you. Again.